Chapter XLB. Kaka Saheb's doubt and Anandarao's vision wouldn't plank Baba's bedstead and not Bhagat's. Preliminary. We have described in the last 3 chapters Baba's passing away. His physical or finite form has no doubt disappeared from our view, but the infinite or spiritual form, Spirit of Baba, ever lives. The leelas which occurred during his lifetime have been dwelt upon at great length up till now. Ever since his passing away, fresh leelas have taken place and are even now happening. This clearly shows that Baba is ever living and helping his devotees as before. The people who got the contact of Baba when he was living were indeed very fortunate. But if any of them did not get a dispassion for the things and enjoyments of the world and had not their minds turned to the Lord, it was surely their ill luck. What was then wanted and is now wanted is the wholehearted devotion to Baba. All our senses, organs, and mind should cooperate in worshipping and serving Baba. It is no use in engaging some organs in the worship and deflecting others. If a thing like worship or meditation is to be done, it ought to be done with all our mind and soul. The love that a chaste woman bears to her husband is sometimes compared to that which a disciple bears to his master, Guru. Yet the former falls far short of the latter, which is incomparable. No one, whether he be father, mother, brother, or any other relation, comes to our aid in attaining the goal of life, self-realization. We have to chalk out and traverse the path of self-realization ourselves. We have to discriminate between the unreal and the real, renounce the things and enjoyments of this world and the next, control our senses and mind, and aspire for liberation only. Instead of depending upon others, we should have full faith in ourselves. When we begin to practice discrimination, we come to know that the world is transient and unreal, and our passion for worldly things becomes less and less, and ultimately we get dispassion or non-attachment for them. Then we know that the Brahma, which is no other than our Guru, is the sole reality, and as it transcends and besets the seeming universe, we begin to worship it in all creatures. This is the unitive bhajan or worship. When we thus worship the Brahma or Guru wholeheartedly, we become one with him and attain self-realization. In short, always chanting the name of the Guru and meditating on him enables us to see him in all beings and confers eternal bliss on us. The following story will illustrate this. Kaka Saheb's doubt and Anandarao's vision. It is well known that Sai Baba had enjoined Kaka Saheb Dikshit to read daily 2 works of Sri Eknath. 1. Bhagwat and 2. Bhavartha Ramayan. Kaka Saheb read these daily while Baba was living, and he followed the practice even after Baba's passing away. Once in Kaka Mahajani's house in Chopti, Bombay, Kaka Saheb was reading Eknathi Bhagwat in the morning. Madhvarao Deshpande alias Shama and Kaka Mahajani were then present and listened attentively to the portion read, viz. The 2nd chapter, 11th skanda of the book. Therein the 9 nathas or siddhis of the Rishbha family, viz. Kavi, Hari, Antariksh, Prabudh, Pipalayan, Avirhotra, Drimil, Chamas and Karbhajan expounded the principles of the Bhagavad Dharma to King Janak. The latter asked all the 9 nathas most important questions, and each of them answered them satisfactorily. The first, i.e., Kavi explained what is Bhagavad Dharma, Hari, the characteristics of a bhakta, devotee, Antariksh, what is Maya, Prabudh, how to cross Maya, Pipalayan, what is Parabrahma, Avirhotra, what is Karma, Drimil, the incarnations of God and their deeds, Chamas, how a non-devotee fares after death, Karbhajan, the different modes of worship of God in different ages. The substance of all the exposition was that in this Kali age, The only means of liberation was the remembrance of Hari's, Lord's, or Guru's feet. After the reading was over, Kaka Sahib said in a despondent tone to Madhvarao and others how wonderful is the discourse of the 9 nathas on bhakti or devotion, but at the same time how difficult it is to put it into practice. The nathas were perfect, but is it possible for fools like us to attain the devotion as delineated by them? We won't get it even after several births. Then how are we to get salvation? It seems that there is no hope for us. Madhvarao did not like this pessimistic attitude of Kaka Sahib. He said, it is a pity that one who by his good luck got such a jewel, Guru, as Baba, should cry out so disparagingly. If he has unwavering faith in Baba, why should he feel restless? The bhakti of the nathas may be strong and wonderful, but is not ours loving and affectionate? And has not Baba told us authoritatively that remembering and chanting Hari's and Guru's name confers salvation? Then where is the cause for fear and anxiety? Kaka Sahib was not satisfied with Madhvarao's explanation. He continued to be anxious and restless the whole day, thinking and brooding over how to get the powerful bhakti of the nathas. Next morning, the following miracle took place. One gentleman named Anandarao Pakhade came there in search of Madhvarao. The reading of the Bhagavad was then going on. Mr. Pakhade sat near Madhvarao and was whispering something to him. He was mentioning in low tone his dream vision. As there was some interruption in the reading by this whispering, Kaka Sahib stopped the reading and asked Madhvarao what the matter was. The latter said, yesterday, you expressed your doubt. Now here is the explanation of it. Here Mr. Pakhade's vision which Baba gave him, explaining the characteristic of saving devotion and showing that the devotion in the form of botu or worship of Guru's feet is sufficient. All were anxious to hear the vision, especially Kaka Sahib. At their suggestion, Mr. Pakhade began to relate the vision as follows. I was standing in a deep sea in waist-deep water. There I saw Sai Baba all of a sudden. He was sitting on a beautiful throne studded with diamonds, with his feet in water. I was most pleased and satisfied with the form of Baba. The vision was so realistic that I never thought that it was a dream. Curiously enough, Madhvarao was also standing there. He said to me feelingly, Anandarao, fall at Baba's feet. I rejoined, I also wish to do so. But his feet are in water. How can I place my head on them? I am helpless. Hearing this, he said to Baba, O Deva, take out your feet which are underwater. Then Baba immediately took out his feet. I caught them without delay and bowed to them. On seeing this, Baba blessed me saying, go now, you will attain your welfare. There is no cause for fear and anxiety. He also added, give a silk-bordered dhotar to my Shama. You will profit thereby. In compliance with Baba's order, Mr. Pakhade brought the dhotar and requested Kaka Sahib to hand it over to Madhvarao. But the latter refused to accept it, saying that unless Baba gave a hint or suggestion for acceptance, he would not accept it. Then after some discussion, Kaka Sahib decided to cast lots. It was the invariable practice of Kaka Sahib to cast lots in all dubious matters and to abide by the decision as shown by the picked up chit or lot. In this particular case, two chits, on one of which was written to accept and on another to reject, were placed at the feet of Baba's picture, and an infant was asked to pick one of them. The to accept chit was picked up and the dhotar was handed over to and accepted by Madhvarao. In this way, both Anandarao and Madhvarao were satisfied and Kaka Sahib's difficulty was solved. This story exhorts us to give respect to the words of other saints, but at the same time asks us to have full faith in our mother, i.e., the Guru, and abide by his instructions. For he knows our welfare better than any other person. Carve out on your heart the following words of Baba. There are innumerable saints in this world, but our Father, Guru, is the Father, real Guru. Others might say many good things, but we should never forget our Guru's words. In short, love your Guru wholeheartedly, surrender to him completely, and prostrate yourselves before him reverentially, and then you will see that there is no sea of the mundane existence before you to cross. There is no darkness before the sun. Wooden plank Baba's bedstead, and not Bhagat's. In his earlier days, Baba slept on a wooden plank, 4 arms in length, and only a span in breadth, with Panatis, earthen lamps, burning at the 4 corners. Later on, he broke the plank into pieces and threw it away. White Chapter 10. Once Baba was describing the greatness or importance of this plank to Kaka Sahib. Hearing this, the latter said to Baba, "If you still love the wooden plank, I will again suspend or hang up one in the masjid again for you to sleep at ease." Baba replied, "I won't like to sleep up," leaving Mahal Sapti down on the ground. Then Kaka Sahib said, "I will provide another plank for Mahal Sapti." Baba, how can he sleep on the plank? It is not easy to sleep up on the plank. He who has many good qualities in him can do so. He who can sleep with his eyes wide open can effect that. When I go to sleep, I ask often Mahal Sapti to sit by my side, place his hand on my heart, and watch the chanting of the Lord's name there. And if he finds me sleepy, wake me up. He can't do even this. He himself gets drowsy and begins to nod his head. When I feel his hand heavy as a stone on my heart and cry out, "Oh Bhagat," he moves and opens his eyes. How can he, who can't sit and sleep well on the ground and whose asana, posture, is not steady and who is a slave to sleep high up on a plank? On many other occasions, Baba said, out of love for his devotees, what, whether good or bad, is ours is with us, and what is another's is with him. Bow to Shri Sai, peace be to all.